Hello, hello. Good day, everyone. How are you doing? Third day of Change Now. Who's feeling great? Raise your hand if you're feeling great. Yeah, I saw some people raising their hand, really being enthusiastic, and other people did it out of social desirability. My neighbor is raising his or her hand, so I will also raise my hand. But no panic, that's why you're here for today, because we're gonna talk about your mental health, because mental health, it matters. So a very warm welcome to this session. My name is Sandy Snook. I will be guiding you through this session, because let's be honest, we have to stay with ourselves until death do us part. So we better get along well with ourselves until we're dead, so in a good mental state. And we'll look at our mental health from different perspectives. We have an amazing keynote from Jin Dawod. She's from Peace Therapist. Then we will welcome UN Secretary General of Youth Affairs, Philippe Paulier, and researcher Julian Holt-Loonstad for a panel discussion. And to finish, on top of all those amazing people, I'll have a chat with Tori Tsu, who's the author of It's Not Just You. Are you excited about that? Yeah, your mental health is amazing. So I will introduce Jin Dawod. Jin Dawod, she received an award of the UN. She had to flee Syria during the civil war, and then she really was missing some mental health support. But instead of being sad about it, she just, it became her strength, and she created a platform with mental health support for all the people who, just like her had to flee for war or are suffering mental health problems. She's probably too modest to say it herself, so I will do it. She is an award winner, and she founded the Peace Therapist. So give a big round of applause for Jin Dawod.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here at ChangeNOW, because I believe all the people here are like me, believe that change are something is it something that we are waiting for? It is something that we believe in. We build it by ourselves. We work for it. It's our stories that make change. We do change by our hands and with our hearts. I'm here today to tell you about my story of change, but I think I'm not able to change the slides. Okay, it was changing so speed. Okay, my name is Jin Dawod. I'm the founder of Peace Therapist and mental health advocate. Peace Therapist is what I will tell you today, how I thought about it and how does it all started. I will start with my story. I'm a Syrian refugee, and this is my life before war. My childhood were filled by peace and joy, happiness, family time, and it was filled with relatives and neighbors. I can say everything was guaranteed and looking so happily peaceful. But suddenly, in the middle of nowhere, war came. War came to Raqqa city. It is the city where war started in Syria. And we didn't know how serious the situation is until it came to our own door. A flight came, and it bombed just right beside of our home. Our home, the building, was in a so strategic place. because it was beside of the governmental hospital, many governmental institutions, so it was constantly targeted, unfortunately. The home being targeted made later flights target our home because these groups who were managing the city were gathering there all the time. This flight came and bombed our building. Like, we were lucky that it was a bit windy and the bomb was a bit like changing its location, so we survived, but a wall of my own room was disposed to the street. I was only 14 years old, and unfortunately, I experienced horrible time, unimaginable horror. I was able to see severed bodies and cotton heads from my own window, which later made me experience something was not expected also. I suffered from psychological problems, and this is like, here you can find some photographs of me with my family the moment when we crossed the borders between Mayans, by the help of the smuggler, giving him everything we own at that moment because we get out of the home by our pajamas to be able to get to a safe place. The moment we crossed the borders, someone called my father. It was our neighbor, and he told our building was destroyed, totally destroyed. This time, I was in really mixed feelings. Should I be happy that we survived? Should I be worried that I have my big brother still in Syria in a different city? What's happened to our neighbors? What will happen with our relatives? I was so in mixed feelings. The moment I thought the war has ended for me, I find out about the second kind of war. This moment I started to have psychological problems, and I could not able to get out of the home for a total 1 year. I was lucky to have my family beside of me. They supported me so much. So later I started to continue my education. I was studying computer engineering, and one day I had this idea because I could have seen a lot of refugees were still suffering from mental health problems. I thought, why there is no solution for this? Maybe I can do something for them. I was studying computer engineering, and I wanted to build something so accessible, reachable for everyone in the mother language, in culturally sensitive, what I was not able to reach, I wanted to do it for them and for all of us. So I started to build Peace Therapist. Peace Therapist is a platform where we are providing mental health services in English, Turkish, Kurdish, and Arabic languages. And in the future, we are planning to give it in even more languages. I was a student, I was a woman, I was young. I was a student when I founded Peace Therapist. And I was a girl in a male-dominated field, engineering, in Şanlıurfa city, which is considered Middle East, and trying to build awareness about something which is a subject we all are still trying to avoid, mental health. One another hardship is that I wanted to do this not for profit. I wanted to do it for free for refugees and for everyone who needs these services, for disadvantaged groups, for women, for violent women. That's where I started to have the mission of Peace Therapist. The moment I had the idea of it, I said, okay, I know what I want to do in my life. It's just the passion of my life and the only goal that I want to work on. The name Peace Therapist means everything. With Peace Therapist, we want to build inner peace and also contribute in building peace in the world. We support anyone who needs psychological support, but we do have special efforts for refugees, earthquake survivors, and displaced individuals, and increasingly people who are affected by climate change. We work in 3 different models. We work with individuals, with peace therapists. We integrate AI to match between psychologists and support seekers. We integrate AI to match between of them according to the expertise of the psychologist and the need of the support seeker, according to the gender preferred and according to the language and the cultural background. So it can be at the maximum quality, at the maximum beneficial and helpful for them. We also do partnership with organizations, companies, governments, and universities. Like the one, for example, we did with the International Labour Organization to support earthquake victims, and with a Spark organization to support staff mental health, so it can be more personalized according to what this organization wants, so we can personalize our services to help them. We also have our social plan. In our social plan, we are providing these services for free for refugees and disadvantaged groups, and we are making a portion of our earnings every year to be able to support this target group, which can change every year according to the situation. For this year, we are working with women who have disabled children, Syrian women, especially also violated Turkish women. We were able to support over 70,000 people across 26 countries. I'm proud to say that, and we were able to, now we are working with more than 150 psychologists from different countries, more than a lot of sessions delivered. 80% of them were trauma-related. Now we are working with 4 languages, with 26 countries, and we want to increase these numbers. And proud to say also, 98 are happy with the results. We do social cohesion programs with host communities and with refugees. So we do this for them to build empathy and for them to be able to help them. We also do this with our staff, with our psychologists at the same time. Feedbacks are the most heart-melting thing for me throughout this journey, because every feedback we receive, the heart-melting words I read, make me forget about all the struggles I experienced throughout the war, throughout the difficulties building peace therapists. So that's what's giving me more energy. I want to tell you another story that made me begin from zero, and yes, again. In February 2023, me with my family experienced earthquake. So again, at 4 a.m. morning, we ran. I thought it's a bomb, flashback to what I experienced in Syria, but it wasn't. We ran to our cars. We stayed there for weeks. From the first very moment I went to the car, I realized how much is this so devastating. So I posted on Peace Therapist social media platforms that we are providing free mental health services for people who are affected by this earthquake. But I was surprised, inside of hours, we had hundreds of requests. In days, they were even thousands. With our team of psychologists, we worked tirelessly to support these people who asked us for help. And we were happy later to be able to collaborate with International Labour Organization for 2 years to be able to give them even more long-term therapy sessions. That's why I want to tell how much collaborations are so important for us to be able to support people who are in need of us. I know this peace therapist was built for these times of crisis. So I want to call you and invite you to collaborate with us to co-create customized mental health programs for your teams and communities, so it can be personalized, especially for you also. Support our free therapy model, because there is now more than 110 million displaced people all around the world, and we need to act. I survived war, I survived the earthquake, I survived also floods, it's another story. But I also discovered purpose in the ruins. Peace Therapist is more than a platform. It's a way of me saying we can rebuild. It's not just building, but people, and not just lives, but peace. Thank you, ChangeNOW, for believing in radical hope also. Let's not just imagine a better world. Let's heal our way there together, all together. Thank you so much. It's my page. Thank you so much.